Let's go. Let's go. Higher and higher. You they fill me up with holy fire. Everybody sing along. Higher.
Hello and welcome back to Common Sense for Relationships. My name is Anietie Bature and it's a pleasure to have you join us today for the show. I'm a singer, a songwriter, a relationship coach, and an engineer, wife, mother, and so on. And I'm not alone today. I'm here with a host of special people, okay? Specialists in their own area, and they will introduce themselves. So let's start by welcoming my darling husband and co host, Kingsley Bature.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again because she has welcomed you before. My name is Kingsley Bature, importer, exporter, cocoa butter. I just dragged that one from somewhere. It's the way he's doing me today. Don't be eyeing me. It's the way he's doing me today. So anyway, I am a husband to one wife, and she's female. Very, is a full-blooded woman. Yes, yeah, and so we have been doing this program for quite some time with consistency. You can use this program to set your watch every Saturday by 8 p.m. I think for the past 2 years.
Yes,
Yes,
except
yes,
on the
yes.
occasions when
When
all
all the
the
other
internet
factors,
service providers-
all the service providers fail and we cannot stream.
Yeah.
But we've been doing that consistent, and we're here today again.
Yeah.
And you know that we bring you valuable insights, tools, tips that you can use in making better decisions in your life and in your relationship.
Word. Okay,
That's
and
all.
then Yoma Ogidiyama.
I was looking at him. I was hoping he was going to go.
Oh, you're hoping he'll be
hello,
next.
hello. My name is Yoma Ogidiama. I am a wife to be of one, a mother to be of many. I am a civil engineer, an interior designer, CEO of the Crystals and Stones brand.
Yay!
I am a love enthusiast. I love.
You
a
love
lot.
love.
And I'm learning a lot about relationships actually from my mentors, the Batures, and it's so pleasurable to be here today. Welcome.
Awesome, fantastic. And finally, Yoma, it's such a pleasure to have you. And finally, Uche.
And there's something she said I'm going to say something about. Uche,
Hell,
just finish.
God. Okay, let's
Good
see. I
evening,
hope you
everyone. My name is Uche.
Yes.
Uche Chukwu Emmanuel Ihonye.
Hell!
But Uche for short, popularly called Uche. And a husband, a father, an educator by training. And I keep forgetting that I actually run a consultancy firm and all of that. I don't know why that has been skipping me. So
What do we consult?
I am
What do we consult?
educational, Lennox Consults. So anything education.
Nice.
Yes, and so you can bring the deals. Anything that has to do with setting up a school, running a school, administration, recruiting, and all of that. Bring deals. We are here, and of course, I'm a music musician, right?
You're a singer.
I'm a singer. Yes,
Yes.
and yes, expect an album dropping pretty soon.
Yay! Awesome.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And it's good to have you here. I mean, wherever you're joining us from, we get so excited about the fact that people join us from around the world.
Yeah.
It's good to see comments coming in from
From
the
South
UK, from
Africa,
India,
From
from
Cameroon,
Ghana. Yeah.
from Kenya, from
Impressive.
the
From
United
Canada.
Arab Emirates, from
Yes.
Canada, from the US. And
Yeah.
we love it when all of those comments are coming in and we see we look at it and we see where they're coming from and we're excited with the reach that this program is having. And that's why we tell you, please share relentlessly. That English, relentlessly. Share it like that. So share it intentionally and share it by mistake. So even if you make mistake, if you mistakenly share it, it's okay. So let's just share, like, subscribe, and all of that. We recently just passed 3,000 subscribers, and we are
Yes.
going places.
Yeah.
Now we're going places. But before we dive into today's topic, there was something Yoma said. She said a mother to many. So I want to ask her, when you say many,
plan.
so that the guy that is coming can know what he's coming for. Is it like 11 or 5? You know, in this economy that we are in, you say a mother.
Biologically explain so
uh,
that
uh,
you know.
yes, she needs
Let's
to
know if we are
explain.
coming for a
She's
baby
always
mama or.
She's always confusing us with this.
Did you say baby mama? I'm just checking that
Because she said she's a wife to be, but then she's a
it's
mother,
a mother to many.
to many.
No, so
So I'm already
Are you a magician?
I'm already a mother, even though I haven't like gotten pregnant to carry a child of my own yet. But yeah, I
adopted
have
some?
babies of my own already, right?
By adoption.
yeah, no, you're confused. You're going to confuse.
By adoption,
You're
or
She's,
by-
confused.
she's
what's the other way
always
of getting
confusing us
pregnancy?
on this matter.
What's the other one that somebody carries the pregnancy for you?
Surrogate.
So because she says that
No,
even
no,
though
no.
she had not gotten
Okay.
pregnant,
Okay, so I have babies who by siblingship. I have babies.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
they call you auntie.
No, they don't call me auntie. They call
you
me
mom.
mommy. Yeah.
So you took over parenting from the real
No,
parents.
we parent
Co-parent.
together.
We co-parent.
Interesting.
and something came to my mind when you were asking them to share. Guys, if only you can share this thing, you'll be saving a lot of women from being compulsorily on the altar of fire. You know what God cannot do does not exist. If they can get it right, they might not need to be, they will need to just be loving on God.
Yes, they
So
will go
save
to
someone that stress of having to, Lord, change my husband, by sharing these links to them so that they will have common sense and know what they are looking for. After all, it's called
Fantastic.
common sense.
Yes, it is. For
Oh, yeah.
Can
So-
save
so-
men
so that
from
when they are praying on
regrets.
the altar of fire,
It is, I love you, Jesus.
it's for something else, but not for these issues, because this can save them from having to, be breaking their head over. So the prayer can be used for other things, while this one is answering those prayers, because sometimes God has already provided. There's a revelation that hit me.
Grandma.
Come on.
Hallelujah,
Somebody
Pastor,
hold it.
speak the word.
Somebody hold it.
Speak
Rem-
the word. Speak it.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
you remember Haggai?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the scripture says that she was crying unto the Lord and praying, and she was really praying. Meanwhile, there was a well already provided by the side. And what did the angel do? The angel needed to just come and tell her, turn aside and see the well. Do you understand? She turned aside and she saw the well that was just beside her. And she gave water to her child. What am I saying? We are the angels that are telling you, just turn aside and see the well, so that you will stop the prayer and you'll be
Glory
able
to
to
God.
pray for other things.
Glory to God.
Are you
Preach it,
feeling
Pastor,
it?
preach it.
Today we have an interesting topic, okay? And in my should I expose some people? In my husband's usual way, he has done another play on consonants, right? Or alphabets, or however you want to put it.
I think they
So
call it sibilance or
it
something like
is
Syllables.
it is dating expectations, right? But we're focusing on food, fun, and funding. And yes, to start us off on this food part, somebody said, wait, and that somebody is Uche. Are there still people today who expect that their wives will be the only person to cook all of their meals? The fight has started. Let's go.
Nami has the question. So
Yes. So you cannot be the first to answer.
exactly.
I thought you would be the first to answer.
Yoma, are there still guys you meet and they say, now my wife must they cook all my meal. If not, nothing.
Actually, lucky me. I haven't met any of those kind of guys, but I've heard about guys who are very particular. Actually,
Yeah.
for real. Like even in this our generation, and they're
Yeah.
like, they don't want anybody else to cook their meals
Interesting.
apart from their wives.
Well, I know I saw a post on social media where you know how they gather guys and then they ask questions, and then if they agree, they stay. If they don't agree, they leave. So of course they got to the point where they were asking. She cannot cook, and almost everybody left.
Okay,
So it's supposed to be
she cannot cook.
she cannot cook is but then with the expectation of cooking is the expectation
She
that
has
you'll
to-
be cooking
yeah.
for him, because of course who are you cooking for? Is it the rest of the world? So that's just to give you an idea that men still expect from
Some men, yeah.
this group that were sampled. Yes, a couple of them
Ex-
expected that their
excuse me,
wife should be able to
excuse me.
cook.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here, but I have a problem. Yoma said,
She's
Fortune,
lucky.
fortunately,
Lucky her.
lucky her, she has not met guy. Excuse me, what is wrong with guys expecting that their wife will be the only person that cooks for them? I don't get the
So,
problem.
Yoma, do you
Because-
think you can do that?
Because I don't. So I love to cook. I love to cook, especially for my man, right? Like one of the things I dream of when I get married, one of the things I fantasize about is cooking for. I think about all. In fact, I have a lot of meals. I'm just looking for the husband that will come and cook.
Wait. Yoma. The way you are talking about dreaming for cooking, just me as a guy now. I'm already understanding those things because I tell her about those things sometimes. Cooking with mini skirts. There's something fantastic about. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You people should not look for my trouble
Oh,
today.
do you understand?
I believe that cooking, a woman cooking for her man is love
On
language.
miniskirt,
I
in
do.
miniskirt.
It's a
Bomb
love language.
shots.
In
So I
miniskirt.
don't see why.
So that when he's done eating, he can eat.
No, now it is that there are
I'm
different
still single,
menus.
I'm still single.
No, there are different menus. There are different things on the menu. Do you understand?
Desserts,
There's
appetizer,
main course.
there's main course.
Do you understand? So sometimes in the main course there's intercourse and
Yeah.
no, it's the courses you are talking about. You guys need to
I
understand.
am safe now. I like that coming from him.
Do you understand? So when ladies now say things like, "No, I can't. You can't be expecting me to."
There are even
They
ladies
are
who say
missing-
they can't at all.
Yes, no.
That they cannot cook?
For that is not what
they are
they're marrying
missing
for,
something
actually.
fundamental.
No, like they're not going to cook.
They know how to cook, but they cannot be cooking
For
even
their
for
man.
their men.
for their husband.
Let me see, Uche, explain that. As in, they are saying it's not that they are saying they will not cook at all. It's that they are saying they
They are
don't
not.
want to be
That cooking
solely
is not their
responsible.
thing. No,
Yeah.
cooking is not their thing at all, and I don't think it's wrong.
Exactly.
In
It's
this
just
year and
everybody-
age, it's just to
everybody has
find a
their
man
point of
who
view.
doesn't mind, and a lot of men don't mind.
So for me, I feel like and I'm speaking because I meet a lot of young ladies that make it look like how can he expect me in today's world to be the one cooking his food, and I'm trying to say in your wife cooking for you, there is an experience that is
Yeah,
inside
I agree.
there
Yeah, I
that you miss out on, and you should not beguile a guy because he wants to have that experience. I want my wife to
So
be the one to
For
cook
me, the reason why I said thank God is because I have other things. As much as
So
I'm
it means
gonna
that you are
cook.
not going to
I'm
look for
gonna
that kind
cook.
of man. It means that you're not going to look for
exactly.
that
So
kind
I
of
was
man.
raised the way I was raised though. Nobody should come for me. But I was raised to believe that a woman is responsible for the food in the house. I was raised to believe that, right? But my dad cooked. So
Okay.
my mom was the chairman of the Department of Food. But my
Right.
dad cooked, my grandmother cooked, my aunties, when they came around, they cooked. We cooked, my dad ate, he did not throw the food away. So that whole concept of, as much as she's the one that's responsible for the feeding, I believe that if I have other things, there will be some form of, what's the word, compromise, right, and partnership. The way I was raised, I don't impose it on people, but I was just raised to be prepared to take care of the feeding in the home, right? But I feel like there are other ways as well that food can come. I don't have a problem with if we have to eat out sometimes.
Yeah.
After all, when people were dating, when you were asking me out, you were taking me to all the nice restaurants. And then now we're now married, you're not like, yo, you have to be the only one providing the food. Where's that coming from?
Yeah, so
Okay, so I hear you, and yes, you do have a point. So looking at it from the context of dating, so some people, when you say we are dating, it's really just about the food and just about the fun, the good times that we can have. So if we're going to date, we are going to have food and fun. So how is that happening? How is that happening these days? Is that the makeup of the dating experience? What's the expectation if we are going to go on a date? What's the expectation? I remember the last time we spoke about we spoke about that scenario in I think 2 episodes ago. Yeah, we spoke about that scenario where a guy takes out. I think it was Sakpa Love. Yeah, it was Sakpa Love. Yeah, where a guy is taking a girl out on a date, and then the girl comes with her friend.
remember what he
and
said.
Uche said he was going was just going to focus on the person that he brought.
Yeah.
Now, so if we connect that today, what's the expectation about dating, right? What's the expectation? Is it just that when we say we are dating, it's just all about the food, fine dining, let's go somewhere and eat? Is that what it is? Or is it that when we say we are dating, it's just about how can we have good times, the cinema, this? What's the
So
expectation?
I think from a personal point of view, when I was courting my wife, the issue of food, fun, and the funding now, she would always tell me. In fact, one of the things I had to fight with her was the going out part, because many times I would say, okay, let's go out on a date, and before you know it, it will be 4 o'clock. Let's say we agreed for 4 in the evening, and she comes, and okay, let's go. Let me lock up the house. Let's go. And the next thing she will ask you is, where we are going to? Who are we going to see? I'm like, what do you mean? She said, basically, you have drink in the house, the same we are going to drink outside. She said for her, it's just about being with me, and that she didn't think it was necessary for us to go out. She cancelled on many dates until I started doing what I did back then. What I used to do is, once we are going out on a date, if I notice she's on her way, oh, babe, I'm on my way, I just lock my door and come outside the gate and wait for her.
Yeah.
So that you don't start telling me,
that you don't
oh,
wanna
do we
go.
have to? So, yes, it's about individual preferences. You understand? But I realized that her method gave us more time for bonding, because we bonded over, are we ordering food? Bonded over even strolling sometimes in the evening. The area is not like Lagos where you need to use Uber to get anything. Bonded over the process of making food. We made food together sometimes, because she was of the opinion she couldn't cook for a
were
man
doing
that's not
K-drama.
married alone and all that, even though on the long run she had to. So it's about individual preferences. I don't think even in marriage there's anything wrong with us having food at home, but we order food outside, because you might have 5 food items in your freezer stored up, and at that point you're craving something different.
You're craving something
Let's tell
different.
my wife to now come and start, or someone I'm dating. I don't think there's no hard and fast rule to it. But for a man who would insist, whether you are dating or some men, they want all the benefits of marriage even before they get married. So for a man who insists that you should cook the food, you should do this, the man should be ready to fund however your own soft life is. Because for him, soft life is this woman cooking for me, even though we are dating. So your own soft life could be, when I'm done cooking for you, you have to fund every other thing I need funded, and just find
It has
what
to
works
be
for you.
mutual. For me, I think that there should be a balance, right? I just remember someone I used to see when I was in my final year. We were staying in the same hostel. I had his time. I liked him. I didn't even do, my shakara was not long.
This human is a lover girl, sha.
So
She
no,
already told
I've
you she
done
loves
some
love.
shakara, but this particular person, I could see him on time, so there was no need for all the drama. And we're pretty close. We would spend about 6 hours in the evening just at the balcony, just gisting.
Just gisting.
Just gisting. But he was so
Quality time.
intentional about taking me out on dates. And it built a very beautiful foundation for the relationship. Because he could see me anytime. I was literally next door. He could just go, call, where are you? And talk to me. And I could liked him. So when I see him, I'm happy to
So
see
you
him.
dated a neighbor?
Yeah, I dated a neighbor. It was nice. But then we left school now. So the most part of our dating was outside school. So it was beautiful for me, right? And it was a nice foundation, how intentional he was, that as much as I can see you anytime I want to see you, I don't just take you for granted. I still want to say, hey, I'm taking you out, dress up. It was nice.
Yeah, but,
right?
but so for me, that's part of the problem that I am trying to address with this topic. What are these expectations? Now, sitting on the balcony and speaking for 6 hours, isn't that dating? Do we have to get into an experience where somebody has to
I'm
fund?
saying
Because when we have to go and have an experience, who's paying for it? That's
So I'm
the
saying
that's the
that-
funding that comes into the case. I'm not saying what he did was bad. Though. I'm speaking out for the brothers
Who
out
might not
there,
be able to.
right? Who for them funding. It's not as if they don't have money. It's the fact that why there's the pressure that the moment you say we want to go for a date and it has to be somewhere, you just put pressure on a brother.
So, PK, I'm saying that it's a balance. Do you understand? I'm saying it's good to have those things that are not monetary.
Okay.
And I'm saying that you should not make the whole relationship about today, this guy is taking you somewhere, spending money. But there should also, because some guys also tend to be relaxed, right? There are certain things that you do that communicates to a woman that you have put thoughts. That you're not just too casual about it, you know, that you put thought into the process, right? Even this guy, as much as he knew that I liked him, could have just started, you know how some people just mistakenly start dating people before you know it. And I liked him. So
This one mistakenly. Please help me. How does this mistaken dating have, or dating mistakenly or mistaken dating?
So
How
you
does
see
it
that the
happen?
girl likes you, you like the girl, she likes you.
And people just start.
And
Didn't
then
say
you
we are
just,
knitting.
you know, but I love that he was still intentional again to say, okay, today I'm taking you out. Today I want you to be my girlfriend.
But you know, if KJ was here, he would ask, so why didn't he work out?
Why didn't it work out? That one is a very, very
The story
deep,
for another day.
deep secret that I
Yeah,
can
I'm just
share
looking for
on camera.
KJ. I'm
I
speaking
know
for
KJ will ask
So,
that
yeah.
question.
Yeah, it's a story for another day.
Yeah.
But something I would like to say is that, you know, the whole dating expectations and stuff like that. Yeah, if you ask me what is the expectation for dating, I'll tell you the expectation for dating is that you should find out everything you need to find out to know whether you guys can go beyond dating.
Aha! So
Do you
that will
understand?
move away from
So-
the food and the fun.
So no, but
To
or you
something
can
serious.
build it in and
Into
use
the-
and use
Yes.
all of those things
Yes.
to try to find out,
Yes.
because
Yes.
in the process of doing food, right, you can get to know what is this person about, what are their values, how do they relate with money, because somebody might earn a certain amount and then the person is demanding to go to a place where they are spending more than half of their salary. That should already give you an idea that
Something,
you
yes,
you may run into trouble if you get married to that kind of person, because it will mean that if you're to walk off this same behavior, then you may not get to the end of any month without being broke,
Try.
without needing to go and reach out to your friend, your family member for something to see you to
True.
the end of the month. So you start picking from this. So whether your food is in the mama put place, or you want to do fine dining, or you sit in your house to cook it, or you order online, whatever your options are, be using all of those experiences to find out about this person. Somebody can say, I want to order. They'll see options, and then they go to the most expensive. Meanwhile, they don't have as much money. So what kind of behavior are you learning? Are you finding out about this person from there? So you have to use all of these experiences. You come to fun. Someone say, oh, I want to do something fun. All right, what is something fun? Fun now becomes something that maybe does not align with your values. Their fun might be to go and do something that for you it's completely wrong.
going to a strip
It
club.
doesn't align. Yeah, let's just use that as an example. It doesn't align. It doesn't align with your values, but for the person that's fun. Or somebody say, oh, I'm super. Let's do something exciting, and something exciting might be to go and destroy somebody else's property and stuff like that. You have to now pick from this fun experience. What am I learning about this person? Is this kind of
Yeah.
person that will get us into trouble?
Yeah.
Is it the kind of person that can someday end up being arrested and then I have to go and be bailing them out? Do you understand? Is this the kind of person that in the name of fun, they'll be teaching our children, future children, bad behavior, transferring the wrong kind of, call it principles,
and
values,
values.
ideology of what fun is? You know, you have to look at all of that. Then
Yeah.
you now come to funding, of course. How are you spending money? Right? Because it's not just about what I'm spending on you and what you're spending on me, but what am I spending my money on? Because if you follow the money, you'll find out a lot about a person.
If you follow the money.
Yeah. So what is the person spending their money on? What the income that is coming, how are they expending it? What's their investments like? What's their savings like? What's all of those things will help you know what your future is probably going to look like. But if you are just fixated on the food, where he took me to, this, that.
Yeah, but that's what
You may
social media
actually-
is glamorizing now.
Yeah, that's glamorized. But people now have to,
Get
beyond all of that, be paying attention, because the whole idea is for you to find out whether you will be able to say yes when this guy asks you, will you marry me? Or whether you will make the decision to ask her to marry you because you have seen enough to know that yes, she really is the one for me. But if you go in and you don't even have, the purpose is not clear, you just be there going on and on about the food, the fun, the place we went to, what he spent and what he didn't spend, and you just miss the essence.
I think one of the things PK mentioned it passively just now as well is the impact of social media on what the people of these days regard as dating and all of that. And it's important to share. That was why I shared my own experience. So for the guys, don't assume the woman wants to go out. Once in it, she would Yoma would always say intentionality. Don't take it casual. So if you happen to find a woman who naturally wouldn't want to be telling you, let's go to this place, let's go to this, don't be deceived. Once in a while, still force it. Like, I want to go to so place. And you take her there to go see life and, just enjoy something. It's important to let them know that it's not, you see Vicky James flying all over with, she has walked her life out. So she can't be your model if you don't have a name.
She can't be your model.
If you don't have a name, let her be your model in terms of climbing that ladder.
Vicky
okay?
James.
And some other people you see on social media. See, a lot of people, the things. Let me share this very quickly. If not a friend, an acquaintance of mine, a guy. When I used to work out in a particular gym, and we saw earlier, and around this time, that same day, I just saw a video of him on his status. Thank you. Is it Alhaji? He called him one name like that. Thank you for inviting me. And you see the video. It's someone like as if he was holding the phone, following the person to a private jet. He got into the private jet, and I'm like, I chatted him. I was like, guy, alpha. Said, bro, na fake life. Oh. That was not the. Yeah. I'm still exactly where you left me earlier today. So you can't see social media and you're looking at them as the yardstick for measuring how romantic your man or your woman is. No. Bonding is extremely important. That's how you marry someone and you start getting irritated that they snore. Or you marry someone, you start getting irritated at some of the things that they maybe hold. You can't do this. And you're looking at it doesn't make sense to you because you spent your time going out to have fun instead of doing things that will make you bond and get to know each other's values.
So what I'm hearing is, do you want to share something?
Even Vicky James that you mentioned, everything that you see that is the way it is. Like there is nobody who will come out on social media and show you the whole picture. So people will show you one side, the side that is you're not seeing another side. So
yeah. So for me, I was going to say what I'm hearing is that dating needs to go beyond a means of entertainment to a model, a medium of connection. Yes, connection
Absolutely.
that allows us
Absolutely.
to go to go further in with the person.
Absolutely.
Right. So I've seen you. From what I've seen, I kind of like what I'm seeing. Now, can we get to know if I really do like what I'm seeing? And that's what dating should be about: getting to know you, right? And it can be in any of these, mediums, through food, through fun. And do you understand? Now, so the question that I want to ask now, I'm just asking an open question on behalf of promising young men, right? The thing is doing me small, but let me ask it, Sha. Who should be responsible for calling a date? Is there something wrong? Is it the guy that should always be the one taking the lady on a date? Is there something wrong with the lady taking the guy on a date? After all, they are saying there's all this gender equality and stuff. So, is it that gender equality doesn't touch this particular topic?
okay, I'm number one. I'm the weaker vessel.
We want to go there.
Let her land first.
We want okay.
I am, and I say it with equivocal. Is it unequivocally? I am the weaker vessel.
Wow.
Yes. I am the weaker vessel.
So are we saying that you and with your guy, as a single person that you are, with your guy, we are not going to raise the issue of gender equality with your guy?
We're not
or is
doing
it that
We're not
it's just
doing
on this
area
topic
going
of
out on
dating,
dates.
of going down,
No,
that
no,
we
no.
are not
Okay.
raising gender.
Yeah, right. I
Okay.
know, right? Because
Okay,
there is
right.
that thing where people
Like to
they
pick
pick
and
on
choose.
something
Yes.
when it favors them. And no. I'm quite aware that there's the other side, right? I have chosen to take this path because this is the path I understand. I can't.
Basically, we've talked about it.
I can't
and
manage
I would
the other
always
one.
say, you know what you want, whether male or females. But for the females there, I don't know why I'm saying it. Maybe because I have a lot of guys, the rich guys that are my friends. And no matter how little it is, don't let it always come from the man. Today he's taking you out on a date, footing the bill. Tomorrow he's taking you out on a bill, footing the bill. You guys travel on vacation, as they call it. I don't know what that means. And he's the one paying for everything. No. Just take him to Mama Put. Babe, you've been taking me some high class. There are some experiences you're missing from all these
Don't
Mama
buy him
Puts.
singlets on his birthday.
Don't be
And
singlet and boxers.
collecting-
It's not even the
See,
gifts now I'm talking
iPhones.
about. But just take him to
But,
a place that is
even buying
medium.
gifts,
It's part
even
of
buying
it.
gifts.
Medium. Since they're
Not
talking
always
food and
singlet
dates
and
now,
boxers.
take him to that Mama Puts where they sell food, 500, but more 100. Just take him
Do
out.
something for a
You'll be
brother.
surprised how much you value that
the
experience.
funny
But you
thing,
can't say it's only the guy because you're
Yeah.
a baby
As
girl.
much as
Nah.
I'm the weaker vessel, I like to spend money on mine. I can't be with somebody I'm not spending money on person. I'll not be all right.
Guys,
So,
guys, sorry. I hope you guys are hearing this. You can reach me. Hold on, guys. You can reach me personally. I have her direct contact. I will just do a little bit of profiling for you.
Okay, are you
She's
sure?
available. I got you guys. Guys, just send me the message. I will do the connect. Don't worry.
But are you sure they can do it? Because I'm still the weaker vessel. Oh. So when I say that,
Don't get it twisted.
Yes,
Your man
I'm
likes
still
baby
the-
girls.
I like
Because-
to be pampered. I love soft life. But I also love to give back. I cannot just take.
So in terms of funding
So
now,
there's-
a straight question to you, sorry. Do you believe in the dating time? Do you believe in his money, our money? Whether it's even dating or it has translated to marriage, and then my money is not our money.
Okay,
What
so-
do you believe
so let
in
me
that?
answer this
Because it's
question.
part of the funding.
Let me answer this question in a way that will work for everybody, right?
No, not
Now,
in a way that
there
will work.
is-
I'm asking you, actually, I want it to be
that
personal,
people
based
will
on
understand. Yes, when I say work for
Okay,
everybody,
okay.
like so people can understand my view.
Okay.
So for me, right, when it comes to finances, personally, there's a way it is before dating. It's not the same after dating.
you. Okay, tell me.
So before dating, there are certain things that I believe that a man would have to do to show to me that his intentions, right? I'm not one of those people that believe, oh no, don't do anything, uncle. If God has blessed you with money,
Do
and
something.
there are certain things that you can get me, use the money use it as a. Do you understand?
tool.
Now, don't come and use it to try to buy me. That's the one that I have a problem with. But if you sincerely do care about me and you have money to, show me, use the money to show me, I don't have a problem with it personally. Do you understand? So I believe that beginning part of the relationship might be a bit more tasking on the man than on me. I would spend money. I cannot date someone and not spend money on the person. So I will spend money. But there are certain things that he might have to do
That you would want
that
him to do.
that would move me. Let me put it that way, right? There are certain things that he might have to do that will move me, right? But when we get married, I'm not like the usual kind of woman. I believe in financial partnership. At that point, I've entered inside the house. I cannot be saying, come and be. Are you trying to woo me? I'm your wife. So at that point, is sit down on the table.
Okay,
What
so-
do we have?
okay,
How do we use our money?
I'm sorry to butt in, right? But this is the part that affects me. And now this is me speaking for single guys. They seem to be, or I seem to be in their corner. These days. Right? How will I tell? How can I honestly tell that you are going to be any different when we get married than when I'm just trying to toast you? Right? How can I tell? Because, for example, as a single guy, I can say, I want to check whether you are all about the money or whether you are with me for me. And then I say, you say, can we go on a date? I say, okay, but can we split the check? Can we split the check? And that's
So
me
I've said it.
as a
I've
single
always said
guy
it
trying
that
to
I
check.
would. I hope my mic is very clear, because I've always said it that anybody that wants to test me like that, I will fail the test gladly.
Because you don't do this.
Yes. So
split the check.
yes. So I think where the issue is that men go to women that they don't know. Because if you know me before you came to toast me, you already know. Like he was talking about me earlier today. You know, fortunately for him, he's married. So yeah. But if you know me, if you've studied me and you've seen the kind of person I am, you would already know that the fact that you're giving me gifts, right, doesn't mean that I'm there for the money. Let me use an example in the Bible. So there was Rebecca, right? She went to the servant of Abraham needed to know who God had chosen for Isaac, and he went to the well. Rebecca was at the well. Rebecca, was able to help him feed the donkeys and all of them. At that point, he had gotten to know her. So when he was now wooing her with gifts, it was not a problem. So I think the challenge that most men have is that they don't know the person. They're trying to be toasting the person and knowing the person. I'm not saying you can fully know the person, but there's some level of, do you understand, knowledge of the character of the person that will make you comfortable to say, oh, Yoma. Because I've had guys that were interested in me and they did not think about, oh, I don't want to spend money on this girl. She might be with me for my money. Because they already knew me to some extent. And so they could do you understand? Whatever it was that it was in their hearts that they wanted to do.
We are actually going out on a date to get to know ourselves. The essence of the whole thing is to discover ourselves.
Yes.
And until you're married, you're not married. So
Yes.
before you are married, is there a time you can actually
You
split
can
the
know
bill?
that I'm not a gold digger.
How do I know if you
Before
don't? If you keep
dating me.
insisting we cannot
No,
split
no,
all
no,
through the
no,
dating?
no,
No, I will not. So guess what?
Because what you
Funny
show me
thing-
in the dating is
funny
who I
thing-
take you
funny
for.
thing, I will not insist that I cannot split. I just might not go for the next date you call me for.
No, but how would the guy
I'm-
know that that's the reason? Because it's a getting to know
In courtship
experience.
is a time to know what it will be like in marriage. So you can't show me something you are not going to show me in marriage. In courtship.
So I believe
and if it's a
that
deal breaker, I won't get
if
to
a guy
marriage.
if a guy is asking me out, right? His attitude towards me in the process of saying let's go out on a date is one of the things that I'm checking.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if you're checking if I can split bill, and I'm checking that are you sure this guy is ready to cover me or cover things or take full responsibility for his home? If the checking clashes, no problem now. Bye bye.
There's something you're missing. You keep using if a guy is toasting me, asking me out on a date. That's not what we are saying. When you're already courting.
You
Oh,
on
are you
dates.
talking about when we
Dating,
are
you're already dating. He's not
like,
asking you
we're-
to be
okay,
his.
I'm his girlfriend.
Yes,
He's my
officially.
boyfriend, and he says split the bill for a date.
Because
It's possible. That is possible. I can split the bill for a
though it
date.
shouldn't be what
But
you
let me
prefer.
tell you, no, I can split the bill for a date. But the problem I will have with that is that he can afford it and he's testing me. I want to fail that test.
No,
So if I know that this guy, he doesn't have enough, I can even pay for a date. For example, I can say, babe, let's go out. And I know that he doesn't have the money.
You can pay for a
say,
date.
babe, I'll pay. Don't worry, let's go. I can.
Uh,
But where I will have an issue is you can afford it. And then you're not trying to say, oh, I want to check whether
As much
we
as
will
that
share.
can be tricky because
I'm
you
gonna
might be
feel that
looking
test.
on the external that he has it.
Exactly.
Whereas his money is
It's-
tied up somewhere. How do you tell?
Exactly.
I
Because
think I had that
it's a
discussion
check-in.
earlier today.
Okay, I'm looking at
It's
the
a
external.
check-in.
No. So I'm not saying that I
How
will
can
not.
you determine
no,
he's
no.
testing you?
I'm
Exactly.
not saying that. I'm not saying that I would determine, but I'm saying that if I were to find out that that's what was going on, I would have a problem with it.
Oh, okay.
So if I don't know,
You've
and
answered.
I'm not so keen on, I can't spend money. I'm not even that. I don't even think like that. Like
Okay.
I can just go somewhere and just say, okay. No, it's fine. Things can flow
think I've gotten the
naturally.
answer.
But if I find out tomorrow that all of that was because you were trying to check, bros,
You part ways.
not
No,
necessarily,
no,
but I won't like it. I won't
so-
part ways because of something like that.
Okay, so
but I would not
then
like-
you will have a serious conversation about
because
it.
I feel that you should know me enough to know that. Do you understand? At least
I get to
there are
understand.
some level of knowledge about me first. Don't come and ask me out because I've fallen victim to people asking me out and they did not know me and I didn't like it. Because there are some things that came that I was like, no, you don't need to. It's like talking to a child that can run and saying, crawl gently. Do you understand? Like, don't bring that energy to me. I even sprint. So, do you understand?
I understand. Okay, all right. So, I mean, we've talked about all of these expectations. We've talked about some of the things that are usually hyped today when we talk about dating. But it would be great to just speak about key things that we can say are important when you're dating.
Right, right.
While you try to make your experience fun, while you try to build
food.
in food related matters, and while you try to see how much you can spend on the person and how much they can spend on you and stuff like that, right? What are the things that you would say are critical in every relationship if the people hope to get married someday, right? What are the things that they shouldn't miss in their relationship?
No,
So-
you start.
I'm the one asking the question. I want us to go. We'll do 2 rounds. I'll
Right,
start with Uche. Uche always has a ready answer.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
It's the setup for me.
So you're asking what are the things they must not miss out?
yes,
Yeah.
important, critical things.
So for me, I'll make it personal. For me, find out if the person is kind. And that kindness goes, in fact, I can tie it to what your man and I were discussing earlier. A kind guy doesn't need you to tell him to get you gifts when he can afford
Yeah.
it.
When he
It's
can
in
afford
his
it.
nature to be kind. You can even see beyond you that he's actually kind to other people. Because that's how you can actually tell.
Yeah.
Then from the lady, for the guys, don't miss it. When everything giving is one-sided, that lady is not kind. And I don't, to me, she doesn't love you. Because every love gives.
Yeah.
Gifting and giving is a property of love and is gender neutral. If
Thank
that's
you,
it.
sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on a man who fears God. Remember I'm saying, or a woman who fears God. Remember I'm saying it's personal to me. Because I would always tell my wife, the reason why I will not cheat on you is not because I love you. I
Or
can
because
love
there
you
are
and
no
cheat
fine
on you.
babes outside.
I can love you and cheat on you. It has been controversial to you today. She
No,
doesn't
no,
like
it's
hearing
possible,
that
yes,
fact.
yes.
I don't
I
agree,
can
but yeah.
love my
Oh,
wife
no, but I agree.
and
I
cheat
agree.
on
I
her.
don't agree, but I agree with the point.
So a guy or a guy can love you and cheat on you, but a guy that fears God
Yes.
will
absolutely.
honor their. Even if he falls, it will really be a fall, not an
Yes.
indulgent
Yes.
behavior and all of this. So don't miss out on a person that fears God. So I've talked about kindness. I'm going back to the issue of kindness. Sorry, I might be overflogging it, but the issue of a man hitting the wife, it stems from a man who is not kind. Because you don't need the woman to be your wife. You don't even need her to be a woman before you know that you shouldn't hit a person. A kind man will not embarrass you in the public. A kind man will not disrespect you. A kind woman knows when to keep quiet, even if you are wrong as a man. Because there's something more important to her. She knows she can always talk to you at home. So again, don't miss out on kindness. Don't miss out on a God-fearing person. The next is optional for different people. I wasn't going to miss out on someone that has good personal hygiene.
You will not let this thing
You see
go.
this,
Okay, we've heard
you see this issue of cooking ability. I as Uche, even in my home, my wife, I can't remember when last she cooked. Okay, she cooked recently, but in 2 months she might not have entered the kitchen.
And it's
So I'm
not
not big on food. As long as there's something to give me to eat, I don't care where it comes from. As long as it's good.
It's there.
something
Yes.
to give
And
you to
hygiene.
eat.
I'm cool.
That's where a
Uche,
compliment makes
something
it,
to
yes.
give you to eat.
Yes. That's why hygiene is important. So that
Yes, you get it now. The
And-
people that know what I'm saying know what I'm saying.
PK is just bringing out that side of it. So I've mentioned
Don't follow
three.
him. You enter it now.
I've mentioned those 3 things now. For me, if you actually have it, kindness, God-fearing, and good hygiene, I think all other things can fall in place for me.
Okay. Yoma.
So me, I was just going to take notes. So I was actually just going to take notes. But like Uche said, I think kindness is one of the top things on my list. And for me, I really love people that really know what they want. Right? I love that because I want to be able to work. I really love partnership in marriage. It's so important to me. So if I'm sitting down with someone and they're able to tell me, okay, this is where I'm going, these are my goals, these are my ambitions, there's no confusion. Like there is, of course, nobody knows everything, but just some level of vision that, and it's for a woman, it's so important. right? Just that vision. So if we are going out, we're having fun, we're eating, we're doing all the things, I'm checking where is this person going, right? I think that that's kindness, of course, is but where is this person going? And then generally, character. Character is so important because you're raising a family with this person. You're going to raise kids with this person. So, what's the person's character? Then, I feel this one is even something that needs to be spoken about. So, when you're sitting down in that fine dining restaurant, right, start to talk about the person's values. I feel that people should even speak because people just assume when it comes to values. They don't actually ask questions. They don't sit down and intentionally say, "You, what do you believe about this? What do you believe about?" So, I personally, I have a list of things already, just waiting. Like I'm gonna ask questions because there are certain things that it's easier to align outside though when you get inside. So those little questions, and it can come as gist. You don't have to make it so those are six
So
hours
formal.
Yes,
for
yes.
the unfortunately ended relationship. It was really a sad thing. You know, we were talking about those do you believe you just be saying it as gist, but you're taking notes.
Yeah.
So basically those values, those things that are important to me, I need to ask you as well, the ones that are important to you. So
Thank you very much, Yoma. All right, Mr. Bature.
Okay. They have said a lot of things, right? They've said a lot of things in this context. Where I would probably draw from is for me, um, see that kindness. He was saying he was going to overflog it. He was overflogging it, but for me, I don't think you can overflog kindness. It is really missing in relationships today. People are not kind about. They are not kind to each other. It's almost like if I can't have you, no one else can. And so you find out that people break up and they just want to rubbish the other person. No, these are all things that happen in dating, right? And for me, one place where I learned it from is the scriptures. You see this man Joseph. It was written concerning him that even when he found out something about Mary, that she was with child and it was not his own, he said his intention was to put her away quietly. In other words, even if I find something about you that is
A deal breaker.
there is a deal breaker in the process of dating, I don't have to rubbish you. I don't have to drag you. I can just do it what? Quietly. As in we can, in other words, we can actually have a mutual breakup because the person is kind. And then you draw another line from there. There's kindness, and then just draw it slightly, and there has to be maturity in dating. I think dating is not for kids, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of children in quote just jumping around the dating scene because it feels like it's really about fun. It's really about going out. It's really about catching cruise. That's not what dating is for. Dating requires maturity, and it requires that people pay attention, because what you are doing in dating is that you are dealing with someone else's destiny, really.
yeah,
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So everybody is important, and you have to treat people like they matter. So when you are dating somebody and you're just trying to play with their emotions, or you're just trying to toy with, I mean, all of that just shows a high level of immaturity in the dating scene, right? So I feel maturity is a key element that you need to find when you're doing dating. And this is part of the things that we have been talking about dating and relationships in general this month. We've looked at we started from Sapa Love, right? On this channel, right? Where we're talking about where we spoke about is it possible to have broke love, where and all of that. But we're just looking at it from different angles. We spoke about soft life, so you can do broke love, you can do soft life, but this is still another angle of relationship. And then we spoke about open relationships. So the truth is, the dating scene is just has a lot of angles, but in order to navigate them, all of these things we have spoken about is critically important. I mean, you may not have a lot of money, but money with maturity, whatever you have with maturity can actually be sufficient to sustain a relationship.
Yeah.
And somebody will say, oh no, that's not true in this life. But it's because sometimes, who says that your relationship has to be based in Lagos? Because when we stay in Lagos and the high cost of living is hitting us, we are saying it's not possible to have a relationship except you have money. But I mean, there are guys your age mates in the village that have 3 children, but you are still telling us that, oh, there are no good women around. So this just paints the picture that, hey, there are variables to pay attention to if you want to get relationship right. And
Alright.
those are the things that we've been talking about throughout this month.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much. And to bring this nicely to a close, right? I would like to first of all thank all of you that have stayed on with us to this point. I hope you have been listening and learning and taking really important points that you can apply in your own life, right? Very important. Now, something that I always say, which is another factor that you must take away from today's show, is the fact that when it comes to relationships and all of that, it all begins with you. Okay? There's nothing like I'm doing what everybody suggests, right? Yes, listen to people and draw some wisdom from what they share, but realize that it is you first, and then you're looking for the person that will be a good partner for you. That's why they call it life partner. So start by making sure that whatever you're doing and however you're doing it, whether you're going down the path of food or fun or funding, whatever it is you want to call it, make sure that you're paying attention to identify that person that will be that good partner. Because see, the rest of your life is very long. If God blesses you and you live to 70 and above, compared to how long you have lived now, see the years that are ahead of you. You cannot spend those years in misery, in frustration, in pain, in regret. So take your time to pay attention to what really matters in dating, which is finding out if that person is the right person for you. And like we say, use all your arsenal. Get wisdom, get advice, get counsel, pray, read books, go for programs.
Read husband material.
Read husband material. Everything that will help you make that right decision. And we will see you next time on Common Sense for Relationships. Remember, we always say,
Common sense is not so common. Bye.
Let's go. Let's go.